Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Lainkk as he quests through Shandalar. Let's do this. Where last we left off, I believe I had just finished. Yep, good luck. Just finished the main quest line, and now it is up to us to decide where to go next. But bottom line, there are, and have been for several hours now, 5 castles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each of them will have some guards and then a main boss. And if we take all of them out, we win the game. We unlock the very real boss. And get one of the power 9 or 2, and we're gonna do this. So, see, I've got a reasonable amount of time. I might break this into a couple videos, but basically we're gonna make a run at every castle. At this stage, I do believe my deck plus equips are strong enough to actually win most of these fights on good rolls, but on bad rolls it might be a little tricky. I also might find that Big Elf is a better selection than Counter for some of these fights. So I might actually modify the Big Elf deck a little and optimize it and run it instead, but here we go first. LORTHOS has been waiting eagerly for this moment. Wait, it's a Gene, sorry. Welcome, Lainkk. LORTHOS has been waiting eagerly for this moment. Is that so? I guess you wouldn't mind opening that gate in front of me? I'm afraid I'm not allowed to do that. I am a mere servant of the mighty LORTHOS, master of the depths of the sea. What do I need to do to get past through this gate? To show you are worthy, you must prove your strength by defeating at least 4 of the 5 enemies lurking within the dungeon. To be worthy of an audience with my illustrious master, sharpen your blade, ready your spells, and gather your courage, for the challenges ahead will test the mettle of the most seasoned warrior. I'll share more with. Just make sure to open the gate when I do defeat your challengers. Now, there's one other thing I should have done. I should have used my 2,000 gold before this to, burn off any extra cash, but, it's no big deal. I'll do it later. Alright, what do we got here? It looks like we're on the counter deck. And LORTHOS' presence does what? Whenever you enter a permanent, it is stunned, which means it'll come in fine, but then it won't tap and untap correctly. So, unfortunately for me, I don't know how useful Cura's Bident is. I really need to switch that for something useful. We don't have... Okay, we can play Song of Freyalise early. So yeah, this is good. So effectively, this says I have 4 mana next turn. And it doesn't matter if this has a stun counter or not. Oh, I can't play counter doublings with LORTHOS' presence, so... Yeah, this deck is a couple more weak spots. But Cura is fantastic. Free on tap every turn to power up. For this turn, I want as many creatures as I can get in play at once, which is unfortunately only 2. It doesn't matter if they're stun countered, because next turn I'm going to have them with Vigilance. There we go. Vigilant counterers. This specifically only works for +1/+1 counters, so that's fantastic for me. I think we probably can get a Tivar Kell out of this. No, the stun counter will act up, so we should probably swing first. Yeah, Alpha Strike. Okay, now, Biogenic Ooze for 5. These guys are all stunned down if I do that. That's probably fine, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Drop Biogenic Ooze and store a green for later. Yeah, that's probably fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. See, we still have a nice big army going here. Exile, then return it to play. That's a fancy way to cycle a card. We don't have enough mana for this, but we do have enough mana for this, which we can then use to untap this, and then we can tap him for 2 mana if desired. But that doesn't actually do us any favors, so we've wasted a lot of mana. Unless we want to spread counters, which we don't really need to. So I guess we just swing. Yeah, he's got 1 hit point left. This is really good for us. Bye-bye, buddy. GG. Alright, so we definitely have to make some changes. Whoa, fancy card that I can't read. Bunch of shards. 7 mana kills the thing when it comes in. Honestly, I kind of might just... Yeah, let's just start with the big elf switch now so that I'm ready when I go all in on it. And also, while I'm at it, what is the most expensive mana cost card in my deck? That's probably what cost stands for, right? These are some big creatures, but none of them are exciting. If there was one creature that was simultaneously considered all colors, I wonder if that would qualify. Then you cast that one creature and 5 lands and win. These are all very expensive, but none of them are awesome. This one, if you can play it for its full price, lets you drop a 7/7 creature the same turn for 7 mana, and then an 8, and then a 9. Or, if you complete it, this Planeswalker Enter with 2 fewer. If you complete it for 1, it still drops a 5/5 creature, which is still enough. And it comes in with enough loyalty to ult immediately, +1/+1/+ trample, so it's a game winner. And it gets around the stun issue by making new creatures every turn. I think this might be a good high-end game winner for a big elf deck specifically. We got Tivar, we got Freyalise. We'd like the other Planeswalker that untaps things. Kiora, is it? And anything that reads untap in general we would like here. So anything that does untapping for a low price, obviously. In green, preferably. Nah, don't worry about this. This is too much work. Cards that are too low value for this game. At 64 cards, honestly, we're probably okay as long as we just... Maybe we cut one of these to the sideboard. And what's on the board in general? I like the gain X life as a means of extending my run. Azuri is a good game winner. This is a pointless card that can go to my sideboard. There's very few scenarios where that's the card I want to play in this fight. I don't know why I'm keeping that. 2 Beast Whisperers is king. Elves get +1/+1. And a life gain if I swing. That's okay, but honestly, these are my real life gainers. Alright, Big Elf is ready. Let's go. 1 monster down. Yeah, so much for speedrunning all of the bosses in a short period of time. Clearly, I have gone the off. Oh, I forgot to exchange the Bident. Okay, one more turn, and then we'll do it. Oh, actually, that's giving me the Kraken Hatchling. That's still worth something. But a lot less, admittedly, now that I'm changing to Big Elf deck. Bramblewood Paragon is decent. Land of War Elves. A Mana Dork on turn 1 is probably correct. Yeah, Mana Dork on turn 1 is fine. He's not going to untap next turn. But if I cast this, then I can tap him for 1, waste the stun counter trying to untap him, tap this for 2, this for 3, this for 4, play a Nettle for 1, then this for 3. Yes, that should get rid of the stun counter, right? It didn't. Okay, never mind. Now I can untap it again for 1. Unfortunately, I have nothing that costs 1, so this did not get me anywhere. Alpha Strike. Okay, he's way too few merfolks for me to care about that just yet. This would be an amazing card to have in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have enough to play this for the minimum price, but I'd like to get a slightly higher value out of it, so we're going to go Taunting. Yes, that's fine. Until I have a means of making that useful, it's useless. Effectively adding a mana. Let's do the Kyrian Ranger ploy. To actually gain a mana, gain 2 mana, drop the Bramblewood. Now I have a board. Can't swing because he's blocking, that's fine. I can technically untap this guy and use that to gain 1 more mana for later, and now Nissa should be ready to go next turn. And I can block right now. Okay, I can't. I can't block. I can chump block. 4 damage to him is actually not that big a deal to me. I'm only going to use it for 1 or 2 more turns anyway, so yeah, go for it. Thanks for the freebie, by the way. Now we get Nissa, if at all possible. I just need a little bit more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. This mana dork has literally been the only thing that's consistent on my whole board. And now we start enjoying the up ability. Holy Toledo, look at that. That's an 8/8 that we just spat out. And every turn we get to spit out another one just like it. And why did I draw a card off of that? What lets me draw a card from that? Oh, Kiora. Okay, so suddenly Kiora is a big deal. We can swing with the Taunting Elf, and everything else will land. So we need to like just live for 1 or 2 more turns. Unfortunately, this Merfolk Diver probably hits here. Do we have any solution to this? Bro, don't worry so much. Just go. Unless he's got unblockability or something, this is going to go really well. Yeah, exactly. You go after the big guy. Okay, so now we drop another, which is another free card, enough to finally get another land. Do we need to think anymore? Can we just swing? Yeah, I think we can just swing, honestly. We'll untap him literally just so that we have the maximum damage pointed at him. And then go. Everything that can block has to block this guy. GG. Thassa's Bounty, draw 3, mill 3. That could be really good for when I make a mill deck. Except 6 mana is above the curve for a deck like that, but whatever. Any interesting enemies? I have never fought that enemy. I definitely want to fight him. Oh, I've definitely fought you once, but you were fun. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, you know, as a guy who likes fighting cool fights, I mean, play ball. Oh, we forgot to change the bident, but we like the 0/4, so that's okay. Elvish War Master is a turn 1. He goes down. Turn 2, we're stuck. Or we store 1 mana, on turn 2 we have 3, we play the Prefect. This is potentially a disastrous round, but we have no choice but to hope that we get a mana dork soon, so we'll go for it. Okay, we didn't, but we got something playable. Don't have any mana, so that doesn't matter. But we're gonna swing. Hey, if you don't have anything either, then it's kind of like we're okay. Store a green for later. And swing. Alright, we are absolved of... We have 2 greens, so we can play Sylvala. That allows me... That's kind of like a mini mana dork. Albeit a stunned one, so again, very weak. But thanks to the power of our War Master, we've already had a pretty good start. And thanks to him not drawing a creature, he's lost half his life. But that probably ends now, admittedly. If we trigger Sylvala for 2, 3 mana, we can play Prefect. That's seriously the best we can do? Alright, fine, do it. Gotta get my board down one way or the other. God, this deck would be so much better when it has all of the Moxen in it and it's just chugging on all cylinders, but... Alright. Push. GG. $225, 52 shards, 7 mana destroy all... That's a 6 mana destroy all creatures. That's not gonna happen. That's a 2 mana 2/2 first striker that has an advantage. That's okay. Man, he had a lot of board resets. Thank God he didn't get to play any of them. Draw 4, then discard 2. Oh, that costs 7. Yeah, forget it. Alright, part of the advantage of not having pre-spent money is that we now can afford... Oh, these are both unique enemies. Well, we'll start with this one. A brain hole. I burrow holes in your brain with my rodent. We kept the Bident again. No mana dork. No land. No thank you. 2 lands is good, with a mana dork and an archdruid. And yeah, this is just a better hand, period. We'll get rid of the Oracle of Nectars. I don't think I'm going to be healing much this round. Land, dork, and save for later. Beast Whisperer is if I want to guarantee card draw. Canopy Tactician is if I want to accelerate my mana. We'll go with accelerate my mana. This serves no purpose other than this, so that's fine. Keep the 1 mana in reserve for next turn. Mills 8 cards. Oh, that's an amazing card. And it kicks for 4. That's great. Thank God I'm on Big Elf, or that would have hurt even more. Galadron Brigade +1 might actually be good enough right now. Tempted as I am, though, I think I'm going to go with Captain, just to boost my mana further. And... we'll get the Beast Whisperer out. Skeletal Snake has already done 6 damage, that's huge. 14 card mill, so I'm actually at half life in that sense. Bit of a race here. 4 mana, 5, 6, 7 is enough to cast this for 2, I believe. And that should be enough to win the game in a couple swings. Thanks for playing, appreciate it. Oh, he has 1 life left, that's fine. Mill 2 with every attack. How about I just kill you? Ah, well, I see why they call you a brain mole. He was going after my brains. I love Bruvac for a mill deck, so that's cool. Sunder, Counterspell, and mill 3. Meh, none of those are what I want. Okay, well, we can technically breach the gate, but we've gone this far, so let's do one more. God, I've never fought an Archmage before, and who knows, he might have some cool loot. When I say never, I mean within the run. Obviously, who knows what I've done outside of this run. Alright, we're going to start with Wood Elves. This is the kind of mana acceleration start I love. And then we'll use the Wood Elf to put out a Mana Dork. So next turn I have like 4-ish mana capacity with plenty of it recurring. I can drop the Beast Whisperer, the Garenberg. Let's go Garenberg. I think this round's going to end pretty quick. Look how low his health is, so yeah. And do I put a Nettle Sentinel? Yeah, I think I do. Do we swing? Sure. This guy will. These at least will untap, so that's good enough. I remain the Monarch, and you get Wizard class. What does that do? No max hand size, draw some cards, put a +1 counter. That's no big deal. What do I want to have this ability? Something whose only purpose is to attack. These two. Because they're going to be attacking over and over and over. Now we drop a Beast Whisperer, potentially. We don't have the mana. Eesh. Okay. We can drop Cura, and so save 1 mana for later. We can drop an Elvish Warmaster, and save 1 mana for later. That's the better play. And here, when he comes in, return spell or permanent. Oh, you picked the wrong one. You should have done Garenberg. Because now, this happens, and you instantly wish that you had lost the game. What's worth casting? Actually, we'll just kill you outright. So that there's nothing blocking me. That should be enough. Archmages, so very, very fragile. Alright, we have full cleared the castle guards. We're gonna save here only because fighting against the boss very frequently glitches the game. If I was smarter, I would go and spend my money first, but I kind of feel gutsy, so we'll go for it. Last chance to change the Bident into something else. What are my left-handed abilities? +1 card. Power Struggle Shudder. +2 HP with presence of the Hydra to summon a Hydra at lib. Disrupting Scepter. Equipable Dagger or Bronze Sword. Honestly, considering this, the ability to summon a Hydra is a big deal. But having a 0/4 in play from the first turn is also pretty nice. But we're going to actually stick with the 0/4 Bident and just lose a couple hit points over it. Like, I think we're starting off with like 15-ish hit points as a result of all this, and it's probably worth it. Alright, LORTHOS. You and me, let's go. You can't back down now. We gotta mulligan this. No mana in the opening hand, and we don't get the turn. Alright, here we get a Priestess of Titania on the first turn. With an Elvish Vanguard to follow. Or we can open with Aloe Shepherd so that I no longer get countered ever again. Yeah, this is probably the better hand. This is on the high end of what I can cast. He's got 60 HP, so I need to steady my board. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this, and then we're gonna go for it. LORTHOS is first, that's fine with me. He has exactly enough mana for a counter spell, but this can't be countered, and once I play it, neither can anything else. So that's a slow and safe first turn. Also, I got Oracle of Nectars now, so that's good. If I ever have blue, I can summon a Kiora, but alright, so he can now make Kraken pieces and grow a board. Okay. Archdruid can come down. No, it has to be this, because I'm not going to have the green otherwise. Very slow start, unfortunately. So he can cheaply summon big octopi now. Okay. Pay 3 to get out an early forest. Yes. Not that early. Pay 3 to get out an Archdruid. Probably okay. Leaves one stranded. Put out the Vanguard for 2. And then have 2 left over. That's worse. Pay 3 to put out the Prefect. No, this is the way. And I have to wait an extra turn before this untaps, but at least I'll have this in play. Yeah, we good. We're good. Do we trade this for this? No, it's currently... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we do this, that's fine. I could multi-block, but no. That would be too much life loss. Okay. That may have cost me the game. Because all of those were tokens, so... my board is gone. At least I get to summon another forest quickly. And I don't mind sacrificing that guy to him, but I'm on the back foot big time now. Let's get down the Priest of Titania quick. Yeah, well, we have to trade this. I can't afford to give you 5 lives, knowing that you can probably do that again soon. Stampede would have won the game here if I had kept my board somehow. Do we do Aloe Shepherd? Yeah, it's fine. 2 or 3. I'll go with the expensive one, always. Okay, so now we have enough of a board that if he swings into us, we multi-block. He will kill what? He'll kill everything. He's got all his mana, so... I think we take 6 on the chin and just hope for the best. Alright, good. What does this Stampede do? Oh, wait, he has 60 life, so we need a better board to win this. What's the biggest thing I can do right now? I can set up the Oracle of Nectars for a life-saving decision down the road. I can pump the Allosaurus Shepherd, but really I'm just kind of stuck here. Oh no. Oh no, what a kill shot. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm stranded. I don't have enough mana to play him again, and I was really counting on him to make this worthwhile. I've got 3. I can still put down a Vanguard or something. Yeah, I'll do that. If he tries to swing into me, it's still potentially worth it to block. Alright, this time I think I block with 3. We'll do Vanguard, Aloe, and Oracle. That's enough to kill it. I mean, his whole board exists because create a Kraken, tap everything, gain control. Jesus! We lose. Like, straight up we lose. We do not have what it takes to get ahead this round. Okay. Yeah, even if we hit him for 30 damage, he can literally just ignore it. This is not an instant, so I can't surprise him with it. Just play linear, man. You don't have a choice. He's gonna tap everything I have, swing, and kill me next turn. So I need something drastic to even have a shot here. Yeah, it's game. Because everything gets tapped and he swings and kills me. So first round is his, uncontested. This round has to go better. I have some tokens, I have a War Master, I have no mana acceleration, but I do have Kiora. This is barely keepable, but barely keepable is probably better than going down a card. There we go. Now it's great. Circle of Druid Dreams, can't afford it. So we'll do Songbreak and set myself up to afford it next turn. And because he hasn't blocked yet, we swing for what we've got. Get these untapped tokens off. This is the same creature that stalled me so badly last game. Let's see if he'll take a trade for it. In the meantime, 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have tapped this to untap that last turn. That was a misplay. I think this is what we have to do, right? To accelerate the mana. But how do we get ahead now? Next turn we play a Galadrim Brigade for enough damage to win the game, and then we just leverage that to win the game. That's what we do. We'll make sure to untap something with this. Nope. Okay, what you gonna do? Okay, you're not doing anything? Great. Untap. Oh, doesn't matter. You already had a stun counter removed. Okay, whatever. I screwed up royal. 3, 4, 5, 6. Anything else here say mana on it? No, that's it. Even one more would have been enough. If I drop this for 3, I can untap it. Oh, right. Doesn't work. Well, at least this is for the number of creatures, not just a flat 3, so I think this is actually the correct answer now. And then... does he have any artifacts or enchantments I should get rid of? I could get rid of his Mox. Nah, let's do this first to put something deadly in play and draw a card. And now the ball's in your court, because if you don't do anything now, I Galadrim Brigade and win next turn. Well, you did it. Credit where it's due, you did it. Is there anything I can do last minute before this literally wrecks my board? No. But the Kiora's Bident is even more useful now than it's ever been before. 2 mana. No mana capacity. Thank God I didn't put down something else, like all these tokens for no value. Put down an even bigger token and just keep doing that. How exactly does this work? And how does this work? Can I untap something that's already untapped by an effect? I think I probably can, but I don't know how the rules work. It's probably worth 1 token to try and find out. Nope, you cannot. Well, suck. Alright, it's on you, buddy. Ilfame is never going to fire this game. Who am I kidding? Skeletal Snake is never going to be worth casting. And of these, this is probably a little too hard to... Wait, isn't that the one that I literally needed to give me a mana acceleration? Canopy Tactician, I forget which one it is. Lose the Skybreak, man. Oh, I don't need to lose that many. Sweet, okay, yeah, just lose those 2. Yeah, he did it twice in a row. That cheap bastard. Okay, well, the good news is this thing is getting bigger, not smaller. And I'm drawing a card for using it, not losing ground. I have more mana than before, not less, so we'll drop a Priest of Titania, and first we'll drop a War Master to make her worth more. So we have a board, we have mana generation, all we need now is a turn. Ha! You didn't cancel me in 1 turn, buddy. Do I use another up or another down? I think another up is the way to go. In the meantime, Galadrim Brigade now or later? Later. They're a kill shot, not a small play. This is a nice small play. Test the waters. Gives me regeneration, all that good stuff. And now that I have the mana for it, we'll drop the Canopy Tactician to increase the strength of every creature, and this. So, if you are fool enough to go up against me, fear me if you dare. Can I untap for mana? Because I would love to use my mana to feed. I can't. If I untap, I just remove the counter. That's not good enough. But we're gonna swing with everything I've got that I don't mind losing, which is all the tokens, and that's really about it. I'm leery of him having that much mana, but it is promising that he doesn't have a play yet. Since you didn't stop this, I will untap it for mana. Do we feed? Hell yeah, we feed. Now you don't get a board. Do we tap this for mana? Probably. If we're going to tap this for mana, we probably put something else down first. Like a Llanowar Elves. Play 1, gain 1 kind of thing. Gain 2 technically, so it's a profit. And then we Galadrim Brigade for 2. And then we store the... Wait. Heritage Druid? Ho, yes. Then we Heritage Druid for what's going to boost my creatures. The Archdruid? Done. Oh, I moved to combat without meaning to. Shoot, stupid spacebar. Well, never mind. We don't have a choice now, so let's do it. I was going to use the down ability first and just win, but hopefully this is good enough. Nothing here that I need to keep upright or that I'm afraid of losing, right? Just that guy? Okay, go. Yeah, he would have been dead if I had put trample on all these guys. It's very frustrating. I should have won this right now. But it didn't. It is what it is, so let's go ahead and create an even bigger creature and pass turn. Oh no, that includes Nissa. We're gonna lose the game because I forgot to use the down ability. That's actually really maddening. And that wasn't even a forget, that was I hit the spacebar too fast. Grr! Okay, well we have the best possible set of cards now, so if there is a winning strategy, we should use it. War Master. And any 1 mana drop. And then 3. And we can cast, we need to cast 2 more elves. This is a 2-drop. I don't have, and I have another 1-drop. Perfect. So we'll drop the 1-drop. And another 2-drop. Alright, and now we get 1 last 3-drop. And what should it be? Another Archdruid. Okay. Unfortunately, these all don't untap next turn, so this really isn't worth much. But I have to discard 9 cards. Jesus Christ. Marwyn for sure. Dungeon Map and Jeweled Amulet are never going to be worth playing. This gets played immediately, so that's probably okay to keep. Yivas, I thought it was already cut from the deck. Hatchling is never going to be worth playing. Ooze Flux is never going to be worth playing. Seeker. Is that it? Actually, a cheap Mana Dork might be just what the Doctor ordered. Leaf Crown Visionary. Come on. Running out of things to drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm 1 short. I guess we'll lose the Canopy Tactician. I mean, anything that gives +1 and +1 to everything is worth thinking about keeping. So Kiora might be able to go. Hasn't actually... No, but I've gotten all my card draw off of her, so that's kind of nice to keep. Bramblewood Paragon can go. 5 on the chin is fine. Alright. This may unironically be the last turn I get this game. So... gotta think very carefully. I don't think there's any winning strategy here. If I drop Kiora Behemoth and untap 1 creature... do I have any means of buffing a single creature enough to win in 1 turn? No. I could drop Kiora Behemoth for 3, tap this for a bazooka of mana, launch Galadrim Brigade to give any 1 elf +5, let's say, swing with the Elvish War Master and try to win that way, but it won't be enough to hit 12. I could pay this, +4/+4 with Trample is still not enough. I would need to untap multiple elves. Yeah, I don't see it. I can win easily next turn. I don't think I can win this turn. But I can set it up so that he has to play a card that wipes my board. That would be a semi-win. 4 mana. Here a Behemoth is probably still correct. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. God, you're evil. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We did manage to get another fighter. So if I tap for everything, buff it, how much can I buff it in 1 turn? Not enough. Still, it's a pretty hefty 8 mana. I can do this. This is probably correct, because ultimately... I just need to survive and untap these cards. I don't need to do anything fancier than that. Having an 8/8 helps me do that. Okay. Yeah, we do this. Then we tap and drop Izuri, untap. Then we fire Izuri to make sure everything has enough, and then we swing. I mean, come on. What do you have? Boomerang Storm? Alright! Okay. Epic match. This is an amazing start, honestly. It's a mana engine in turn 1 with a Galadrim and a Stampede. So, unless he hits the ground really running, we potentially hit the ground running too. He always, every game has had that card early. It's amazing. Okay. Do I want to put a colorless in here? Probably not, right? Because I'm going straight for Priestess of Titania. Do it. You don't know what the future holds. Can't do an Archdruid yet, so Priestess of Titania it is. Yeah, see? The Wood Elf already made that decision worthwhile. I think I get Archdruid and Wood Elves this turn, that's good. Okay, I got counterspelled, and that actually was a huge setback. It actually cost me this entire turn, so nicely done. And the mana acceleration and the mana cost, just so punishing. It's gotta be this. Okay, this is gonna be the last, probably the last free turn I get, because he's hitting that critical mass where he can start punishing my board. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay, joke's on you. I still get my 3, 4. Was hoping to charge this, but that's good enough. I'm not playing well at all. I'm literally just leaning into him. I'm going to do this because I know that all of my board is getting wiped sooner or later. So lose the tokens early makes sense. Can I win with 1 land? I don't think so. He specializes in nuking my board, and I specialize in not needing many lands, so it's actually a really bad combination. This is pretty weak when you only have 1 land. This isn't helpful either. I don't run out of lives to lose this game. Oh, I don't have a spare mana? Even better. Alright. Overwhelming Stampede still deals a ton of damage here, potentially. Alright, tokens are gone. Overwhelming Stampede, +X as a sorcery, so I can't wait till this becomes 6. I have to play it early. These guys are no longer stunned. Honestly, I think this is the put up or shut up turn. So what we're going to do is tell him, you either show me that you can clear my board, or I win. So we just launched the biggest freaking Galadrim brigade he's ever seen. Was it 11? Can we do better? Can't do 7, huh? Okay, how about 6? Nope. How about 5? Yes, do it. So now, if he doesn't immediately remove all tokens, we just win next turn. And to sweeten the deal, we're going to throw a giant Bramblewood Paragon right now to just secure some damage, for even if he does clear the board. Okay, that suggests he doesn't have what it takes. Good. Good. My hate has made me powerful. If I drop a 3-cost bait with Izuri, and he counterspells it, then follow it up with Overwhelming Stampede, it's game. So let's drop a 3-cost bait. He didn't counterspell it. So now we follow it up with Overwhelming Stampede. And we Uzuri. Save the mana. Swing. $106 points of overkill. Blue key accomplished. Lorthos the Tidemaker. If you do tap up to 8 target permanents that stay tapped, that's a real game winner. It's an 8/8 for 8 with 8 if you pay 8. But mostly the +1 life and the 1,000 gold. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was on the edge of my seat there. That was a tough one. I think that's worthy of calling the video all on its own, but I didn't get any new equips, which is fine, but I got +1 HP without an equip, which is even better. And more importantly, the Big Elf deck proved itself in the crunches, so... Yeah, and against an enemy that was specifically good at stun locking all of the mana and bouncing it to the board, so yeah. Whew. Thank you all so much for watching. That was a genuine pleasure, and I will see you guys next time.